Hey everybody, this is my second video about what it's like being dyslexic and the effects it's had on my life overall. First of all, I would really hope some of you maybe would hit the like and the subscribe button. I'd really like to grow this channel. Talk about what it's being like just growing up dyslexic, but also answering any questions you guys might have, what it's like living in New York City now, what it's like in being in the entertainment industry. I was an agent for models and then actors. Now I'm a casting director and I do brand development. But first of all, getting back to growing up with dyslexia. If you watched the first video, I kind of found out that I was dyslexic because I kept failing in school horribly. And I thought that it was kind of a conspiracy against me. And I mean, this was in second grade. And then I finally cheated on a spelling test. I copied the words down off the board, but then I used that copy and I cheated on the test. And when I still got all the words wrong, I said, see, I knew you guys were lying to me. Here are the words. I was right. And they'd realized that I'd mixed all the letters up when I copied them down off the board. Anyway, so I was just about probably 5 years old, turning 6. And my parents took me to be tested. And that's when they found out that what I had was actually dyslexia, because this was in the late 60s. Yeah, because if I were 6 years old, that would have been 1966, 67. Really wasn't something people really knew about, especially in a small town in upstate New York. And I remember the place where I went and got tested. I remember the day so clearly. I just remember it all so clearly. But I wanted to just talk about this specific thing. And I remember them talking to my parents about it and them saying that, James, whatever, is just so used to failing that he doesn't think he deserves to succeed. He doesn't think that, he doesn't think that he deserves success. He doesn't think he deserves recognition or love. And for a long time, I thought that maybe I just imagined that or anything. And then it's funny because a couple of years ago, I'd found the papers again from that day, from that evaluation and everything, because I was going through my parents' stuff, getting rid of everything, because I'd sold the house and whatnot. And it was written right there when I was 5 years old, turning 6. He's failed so much that he doesn't think he deserves to succeed, and he doesn't know what success is. And it just really struck a nerve and chord in me, because I really don't know I've never known what it's like to win or to be successful, because all those years in school, struggling and just failing and failing and failing. And, people always saying, well, he's really intelligent, but he doesn't apply himself, or he's really intelligent, but he just doesn't try, or he doesn't pay attention. And that just wasn't true. I studied just as hard as everyone else. I put in as much effort as everyone else, but I just wasn't ever playing on a level playing field. I mean, everything looked different to me. I couldn't do math, because when numbers aren't the same every time you look at them, how are you supposed to, how is it supposed to ever make sense to you? Or reading, even today, I can't read, because I don't read the way other people read. I read in context. Words have to be in context to make sense to me. Like, even today, like different, like, something, I don't know if I'm writing O-F or F-O for the word of. I can't tell the difference. I mean, I know, you know what I mean? It doesn't register to me. Or when I'm driving, I don't like to drive with other people in the car, because if my, Waze or something tells me to go left, I'll inadvertently go right. Or if, it says go right, I'll inadvertently go left. It's just because things are almost opposite. And I could never understand, like when I was learning to drive, like I couldn't back up using a mirror, because things are opposite to me. It's a very weird thing. And as more and more I read, it's part of dyslexia. Or like hand-eye coordination, trying to play sports, because my brain is saying to do something right, it automatically sort of kind of happens left. And it's a very strange thing. But anyway, going back to the whole thing of not ever thinking I deserve to succeed or deserve love, I've never really had a successful romantic relationship or any kind of relationship like that, because anytime anybody ever showed interest in me or liked me or anything, I always thought that there was something wrong with them, or that there was a trick involved, or that they were playing a joke on me, or, you know, they wanted something, they didn't really want me, they wanted something from me, because I could never accept that they actually wanted me, that they actually liked me, because it could never register in my mind that I was actually worthy of someone actually wanting me, because that had so many years and years and years of just piling on, of constant failure and constantly just never succeeding and never ever winning in anything, because of just this always playing on an uneven playing field, because of just these constant failure in school, just built in me such feelings that I just did not deserve anything like that, that I was such a failure, that until now, if anybody really shows interest in me or says they like me or anything, I immediately think that there's either something wrong with them, or it's a joke, or they want something from me. And now, at my age, I just, for the first time, someone kind of showed me, or proved in a way that was sort of irrefutable to me, that no, that they actually truly cared about me. And it just got me really thinking about this. And I wonder if any of you guys have experienced the same thing in any way. I really wish you would comment, so maybe we could talk about it, because it's hard. It's affected my life to such a point that now, almost, I mean, it's not the end of my life, but I'm definitely at the final third, that I've never experienced any of those things, just because of growing up with this and just never having it really fixed or anything, that I've missed out on all of that. Same thing with my career, same thing with school. Anyway, again, if this registers with any of you, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, especially if you'd like to hear more about this. Thank you all. I hope to see you all again soon. Also, I go live on TikTok just about every day, usually anytime between 1 and 3 Eastern time in the US. Thanks. Bye-bye.